أهلا بكم من المملكة العربية
the King of Saudi
السعودية
Arabia
من
from
الرياض.
Riyadh, were the first,
العمل
the
الربعي
quarterly
الذي
workshops
تحمل الممارسات
that entitled about the statistical practices presented to those interested in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, as well as across the globe. These workshops are one of the activities to the road to Riyadh that actually paves the way to the sixth United Nations World Data Forum hosted by Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in November 2026. This workshop actually, I'm likely to welcome His Excellency Mr. Faisal bin Fadl Ibrahim, the Minister of Economy and Planning, and also I welcome Dr. Fahd bin Abdullah Al-Dosri, the Chairman of the General Authority for Statistics. Welcome, everybody, and the floor is yours, Your Excellency Mr. Fahd Al-Ibrahim, the Minister of Planning and Economy. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Good morning. I'm on my way to a meeting. Well, actually, it gives me a great honor to attend this first workshop, hoping it's going to be repeated in the future, that are going to enrich the dialogue and the conversation. Actually, it will help everybody to bring the statistical work and integration of the statistical data to the level that meets the ambition and expectation of the kingdom and also lead the statistical work across the globe. Respected audience, peace be upon you. Today we are meeting at this workshop that comes within the national context adopted by the General Authority for Statistics since the Kingdom won hosting the sixth United Nations World Data Forum in November 2026 and its declaration of Road to Riyadh that including a number of workshops, seminars, conferences that actually reflect the transformation witnessed by the Kingdom in dealing with the statistical data as the cornerstone on which all the national policies, development plans are built and also that can measure the results. And actually the kingdom exerted great effort recently in supporting the Vision 2030 and for using the latest technology in producing the indicators actually that made the general authority having this pivotal role in empowering the government agencies to having the accessibility of authentic data from this outlet. Well, these statistics actually they are representing a strategic element in supporting public policies. It is the tool that empower the decision makers to read this current situation, helps them identifying the priorities, taking decisions based on close knowledge, and especially when we have this volatile world and big changes and challenges that actually crystallize the importance of statistical data in empowering government agencies in flexibly responding all the changes and also directing the national and social policies in a way that will leave an impact, a sustainable impact, and also enhance the efficiency of all the resources. As you know, these statistics actually play an important role in supporting Vision 2030. It is the tool through which we can follow the progress and measure the programs and also the initiatives that also bring them, as well as, of course, the following the progress achieved in the sustainable development that bring the kingdom actually among the leading countries in achieving its target as an active role in the G20 countries. Well, actually, to maximize the data, the statistics data requires an integration between government agencies that ensures the compatibility of all the efforts and also supports the decision makers. This integration actually is the main key role to achieve the targets of the national development, and also these statistical offices play an important role in unifying the methodologies and providing high quality data that on which the government and public sector, private sector depend, and also used by the decision maker at all levels. In conclusion, I would like to extend my greetings and thanks to my colleagues for organizing this workshop. I hope that this workshop will help in exchanging expertise, statistical experiences to maximize the utilization of statistics in national development and achieve its hoped and its cherished targets. Thank you. Well, thank you for participating in the first workshop, which we have this one. This that has to do with the role played by the statistical data and its enhancement of. Now, with the chairman of the General Authority for Statistics, starting this workshop, to have you among us, the floor is yours about this important topic about the role played by statistical data in development. Thank you. Welcome for the first quarterly workshop. We are very happy to have you, let's say, from local and international attendees. Our target first is to have it as one part of the road to Riyadh that actually builds knowledge until we have the 6th United Nations World Data Forum expected to be held and hosted in November 2026. As well as we are looking forward that these quarterly workshops to go ahead by GASTAT every 3 months to be available for all the the parties concerned in the statistical field in the kingdom and outside the kingdom to raise the awareness about statistics and the engagement of all parties in the latest development and progress in the field of statistics and keep you abreast of the latest developments. So we invite every party, everybody around today, as we have promised to provide these kind of events that's virtually to give the chance for a big number of people, as much as we can, to follow this workshop. If you allow me, actually, I have a presentation that deals with the strategic transformation in GASTAT and the main achievements and the main growth points in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, as well as our ambitions and expectations in the future. Well, we are keen that these workshops deal with the strategic dimension based on which these coming workshops the presentation will be very specialized in the statistical field and deals with a certain product, deals with the development of methodology, how to collect data, as well as the details related to the professionals. As before I start, I would like to extend my thanks to His Excellency, the Minister of Economy and Planning, and for his keenness to attend the first quarterly workshops. Frankly speaking, and honestly, this is one part of the support we receive from the board of directors, their excellencies, actually, who are very keen to provide support and to develop the statistical work in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Well, as you see, I would like to focus a number of points. The statistics is the main authority responsible for issuing the official statistics, its development, its publication. Well, thanks God, we have celebrated the 65th anniversary in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And we are quite proud of the generations that contributed to this big development in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in terms of statistical work until we are today to have GASTAT with the strategies that are concerned with development of statistical work in the kingdom in general. Well, this year, actually, the cabinet, the Council of Ministers adopted with the support of the chairman of the board and their excellencies, their highnesses, the board members, they that this came to replace the other system that was issued in 1960. And actually, this system will be implemented in November 2026. Well, actually, we have the rules, and that we are keen to crystallize these rules played by GasStat. Among these is to collect the data from its different and also produce the statistical official statistics and development and publication, its main activity of GasStat. Also, recently in the last years, as I mentioned before, since 2023, we have worked on the transformation strategy, where we focused on the infrastructure to develop the infrastructure and the institutional infrastructure, and also to raising the level of maturity of GasStat. And also, we have expanded the use of variety of data sources, and also developing the infrastructure in collaboration with the stakeholders in the kingdom as well as outside the kingdom. I would like, of course, to talk in details about these items in the following details. Well, recently, all of us, we have witnessed there is some big change on the demand of whether they let's say whether the details, and with the Vision 2030, there is a remarkable increase on the statistical data, and this means and helps in measuring the developmental growth and also achieving the objectives in Vision 2030. Well, this also was a main input in our strategy from 2023 to 2025. Well, actually, this shows us this. We have the pillars and the enablers. These pillars actually, and the enablers that helped us. I take pride in the efforts of our colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, in implementing this strategy in a record time. Actually, today we have achieved 98% of this achievement of the pillars of this strategy, the transformation strategy. And the main pillars, I would like to cover every enabler, every pillar, in a way that will explain what exactly we have done in the previous period, what are the objectives we achieved. I would like to exchange about these high-quality statistical products. This is one of the main pillars we worked on recently. We have a comprehensive plan to develop the statistical work. We started, let's say, from 45 products in 2022. Now we have more than 80 products. We produced them, we published them, that we're going to deal with in the coming details. And also we identified the products. First, we started with the assessment of the current situation and the national needs or the international requirements in 2022. We made benchmarks with a number of countries that should be in alignment with the best practices. And also based on this, how we can develop the products, we can develop the working plan, where we have to finish by the end of 2025. Well, actually, once more time, I say that thanks God, we achieved all these targets and objectives, and also by the end of this year, we're going to finish by the strategic transformation plan by the end of this year. Well, but when we by transformation, let's look at the methodology, these international practices we should, of course, be part of the international community and also to follow the best practices and international benchmarks and the standards. Actually, GasStat is part of the international community, and we are participating in the international methodologies that help actually in having these benchmarks. And having this unified and common standard will help, of course, all countries to strike a balance between their methodologies, their products, and to develop their infrastructure as far as the indicators needed by countries to develop their work and to develop their strategies. Of course, there is, as I said, we have the world a number of the increasing number of data resources, upgrading the level of reality and also increasing the level of details. Well, we saw that we should bring some examples. Let's say we have the economic statistics, the social statistics, the spatial and environmental statistics. We have the 25 products, mean statistical, economical products, 24 products in terms of the social statistics, 21 products under the title of spatial and environmental statistics. If we start what we have, the main points we have started in the economic statistics, let me focus on the things that we have start first. Well, thanks Allah, we published for the first time the results of the contribution of the digital economy and also the service trade in last October 2025. We published for the first time we published the service trade. This will help the decision maker in developing this kind of trade of services. Also cost, building cost standards, and also the FDI. Well, under the title of social statistics, we made the culture and entertainment statistics. As you know, one of the objectives of Vision 2030 is to encourage some sectors like entertainment authority. Also, we help the decision makers of these authorities, providing them with statistics that will help them measure the growth and the achievement in their objectives. Actually, this is what we are doing, helping the decision. Well, in terms also the health and education statistics, we invested a lot and we managed a lot in developing the KPIs, indicators, and also its variety, its availability, geographically speaking, to a great extent. As far as the spatial and environmental statistics, we have a number of achievements. For the first time, I'm just talking about, let's say, how to calculate the land and land cover use, the land cover and land cover use, as well as the food security statistics. This actually is one of the products that come under the economic and environmental accountability. Well, it is the first time for the kingdom to try this, and GasStat for the first time representing the kingdom in the expert committee under the United Nations umbrella. Based on our positive experience, we contributed a lot. This is one of our strategy. We don't only receive the methodologies and standards from abroad, we contribute to produce this standard. I will talk in details about this. Well, of course, we have the food security statistics, and for the first time we published this, also the climate change statistics, and also logistica and inventory statistics. Well, this transformation in the statistical work, it's important to say, to measure its impact on the image of the kingdom worldwide and how the interest paid by the international organizations based on the indicators issued by GasStat. Actually, I would like to stress that GasStat is an independent authority interested to publish the official statistics about the kingdom. Also, it's our work to provide all these indicators to the international community and also to the local community to make use, private sector, public sector, researchers who are interested to measure any transformation or any change taking place in the kingdom. This slide shows the impact of the strategic transformation in Gastat in our position worldwide. As you see, let's say the SBI in 29, we were 100 in position, and let's say by the latest classification we got the rank of 51, and Gastat we came first in the Arab world. Where also now we are in the 11th rank in the G20. We are looking forward to achieve more and more in this index. In terms of the ODIN, which is the Open Data Inventory, that is interested in the availability of data on our website to all the parties interested or concerned. Well, the kingdom actually, we came among the first 10 leading countries in meeting this indicator from 2020 to 2024. Well, also, the IMF is one of the leading institutions. We are the only authority in Senate to publish the price index and indicators. We support the providing these data in as far as or in terms of the assessment made by the IMF. Well, now I move to another pillar, which is, let's say, preparing data high quality. That's the main problem. And also we have to provide this to the parties concerned, those who are interested in this data through publishing and accessibility, availability. Well, actually, this is one of the indicators in terms that of performance we've tried, and also their excellency, their highnesses in the board of directors were very interested in following up these indicators. Also, to upgrade the level of the commitment of publishing statistics in terms of time. We are achieving 94% of this index. We hope that they are expecting these data. It is linked actually with an agenda we publish at the beginning of every year. We are very committed to this. The second part, which is very good, actually, it's a very good indicator that will tell us the use of the indicators used, the number of users of, let's say, 2022 increased from 2.4 million to 8.5 million users. I'm quite confident that a big number of users are looking forward to visit as the Gastat website. Very easy, very accessible. Well, thanks God, we were very keen in Gastat to provide the best technologies in our website, new website. Hopefully, the second phase of this website will be launched officially once the development of our website is over. We had a number of gates or platforms. We brought them into a single one, a common one. And in the future, actually, we would like to announce by Mr. Muhammad, we would like to announce this to provide these tools that will help the users to build tables as their needs. This actually, we are working on this. That will, of course, will be available. And also the use of AI to facilitate the availability and the accessibility to data. We talked before a chatbot, and we are working to prepare a chatbot in a certain scenario that will help the user to have certain question, to get these indicators, standards they can also have some questions about how to calculate these indicators. Now we move to stakeholders. Well, actually, the engagement of stakeholders in our statistical work is a cornerstone of our success in this work in the kingdom. Well, when we look at our partners, whether from the private and public sector, the academia, generally the public sector in general, as well as the international organizations and offices. What you see in this slide, we focused mainly in focusing our efforts worldwide. Well, once again, that the 6th United Nations World Data Forum will be held by GASTAT in the Kingdom in November 2026, and it is one of the, if not the leading global high-level event where all all parties interested in statistics will attend. When we applied to host, we focused on the transformation process we have tried. The transformation in statistical work, we were keen on crystallizing and focusing on the point that we contribute to and we participate with the world community, our experience we are proud of, and also the availability of all specialists and professionals in statistics in the kingdom. Actually, this will give a boost to exchange expertise to the local statistical community. We talked in the past about a number of events or functions. A few weeks ago, we hosted a workshop where leading statistical work in the GCC countries, they participated. We were proud to have them in the same auditorium. We are talking to you from our premises of the GASTAT, the General Authority for Statistics in Riyadh. We were very keen to attend here to talk about their expertise at the level of the GCC countries. Last month, we hosted a workshop that had a number of leaders specialized in statistical work internationally, and from this auditorium they shared their experiences. Well, actually, the road to Riyadh, as I said in the beginning, its target is to raise the awareness level and sharing until we reach the 6th United Nations World Data Forum in Riyadh in November 26. Well, we work it actually at the international level, and this, when you see to the left, our contribution in standards and methodologies, as I mentioned before, we are proud of the development and the progress we achieved in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's important, actually, the Kingdom contributes to this kind of events and forum and committees that interested in the international standards. This year, we joined as a member of the high-level PCCG, and also the Kingdom actually is a co-chair of the Data Governance Working Committee. We are keen to have this governance. We build on the latest development technology we had in the Kingdom. We participated in this. We shared them the framework of data governance we have. We are quite proud of the progress we achieved, as well as the big number of the work we have achieved when it comes to data governance, data classification, data management. We hosted a number of international meetings. Actually, it's very important, especially for the regional work. We have led this development, this progress in the region. In addition to what we have in this slide, there's a big collaboration between us and a big number of countries that have statistical offices. They would like to know our experience in statistical work. A number of countries sent delegations to know our experience, whether in the region or outside the region, which means that this is a very successful experience. Well, the invitation is quite extended openly to all the statistical offices to come and see and get acquainted to the expertise and experiences of the kingdom. We can help them, we can support them, their efforts. Well, locally, which is very important, and since the initiation of this strategy, we focused mainly on supporting the partnership between us and the stakeholders in the kingdom. Before I get into details for this slide, when we build these partnerships, starting from working on the statistical methodology, discussions, remarks, comments from different stakeholders, public-private sectors, academia, who can help actually. In the end of the day, GasStat it's important to be quite open to listen to all the voices across the board to develop the statistical work. I would like to focus that this should be according to international standards. We have the first Saudi Statistics Forum. The first edition was launched this year, 2025, with exceptional turnout. The attendees, we were expecting more attendees. I hope in the future we encourage more exceptional turnout in the future. We held five panel discussions, where a panel of professionals and specialists and international organizations participated. Well, they were very keen actually to attend in such forums in the kingdom. Is a testimony to their conviction and their strong belief that we are achieving great progress. And it's also their excellencies, they supported us. As you see, board members and the chairman of the board attended this Saudi Statistics Forum. To the left, we organized also the statistical associations and universities. We actually this year we had the second edition of this forum. We would like to send our thanks and greetings to our colleagues in the academia. Actually, they supported us very much. They supported and enhanced our partnership with the academia. And this actually takes me to Innovation Laboratory. This Innovation Laboratory aims to develop the methodologies in the statistical work in a way that we can contribute to the international standards. We can enhance the efficiency of statistical indicators, the quality of statistical work in general. Well, one of the most important requirements for the laboratory is the participation of professionals and academia in this lab. Well, actually, half the manpower working in the lab, working on Innovation Laboratory, they come from the academia, which actually increases the quality of work and also in general. For sure, we have strong and backgrounds and expertise. We are looking forward to have their expertise, because why? GasStat is part of this ecosystem of this sector in the kingdom. Now I move to the enablers. The enablers, I would like to focus on digital infrastructure, which is very important to maximize the efficiency as well as the capabilities of the GasStat staff. I start actually with the statistical records. Well, this is one of the most important projects we are working recently. Last year, we completed the building the statistical records related to the population, buildings, and business. Now we're working to update them regularly. Also, we helped in developing the statistical work and the variety and diversity of data sources. If we would like to diversify data sources, we have to have statistical records that are authentic, reliable, with high quality. Also, the data pool. This actually helped us very much in having all the data, all let's say the statistical assets in a safe, governed place that will, of course, help managing all the work in a single place. The survey tool, we invested in this recently, well, to help the surveyors, or let's say, or the communication center, or let's say who can get this to deal with survey tool that is very flexible. We have one more survey tool that will take the statistical work ahead and forward. Well, the digitization of data life cycle, let's say from collection to publishing and sharing, we were keen on going through all these phases and the stages digitally. This helped us to increase the quality and efficiency, avoiding any mistakes made by humans. Well, the customers' relations, our partners, whether let's say from all different sectors, from families, individuals, all of them are customers. We launched the customer relation department to help us, let's say, in terms of our requests from these entities, or we can collect them from the customers. And also the building capacities, the capacity building and training. Now, when we talk about the operational and institutional capacities, let's say the human resource, I take pride in the working team we have here in GasStat, my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. We focused greatly on maximizing and building the human resources capacities professionally, technically, or any capabilities that related to the efficiency of work. We launched a number of programs and training programs in developing the leading or the future leaders. We are looking forward in giving incentives through all these programs in the coming future. For the first time this year, we launched the program of the Saudi statistic professionals, where we aim to develop our professionals who are excellent in different areas to let's say to arrange a scholarship for a master's in statistics or data, or the data branches, in a way that after their scholarship is over, they come back to GasStat and help developing our work in the future, as well as our initiatives of knowledge transfer. This expertise we got through 65 years of GasStat. It's good actually we have to find a mechanism to transfer all this expertise for the generations to come, and preserve and maintain this heritage in the future. And I would like to focus also to, let's say, within the cycle of 3 years. Why? Because we made this investment in statistical products. It's very important to build on what we invested on, what we achieved in the previous year. When it comes to finance, we have our exceptional, institutional excellence in the previous year. When I move now to, well, I talked the previous period. We focused mainly on the institutional transformation in GasStat. Well, this institutional gas transformation, let me remind you one more time, we focused on the infrastructure and also the statistical work. They were main two parts. Now, the coming slides, I'm going to talk about our expectations or ambitions for the future since they started from 2026 to 2030. We're going to focus on two-fold point. I'm going to get this in details. The first one is to continue. Well, you know that statistical work, of course, witnesses big changes recently and also in the coming future. And so this fast rate of change, let's say, it's quite compared to the past. At the same time, the demand is also the demand on statistical data is changing. 5 years ago, it's quite different from what we have right now. What you see, all the technologies, the tools are changing, and this poses a big challenge to keep abreast of the latest challenges. We're going to focus on 2 points. First, the continuity of developing the statistical work, and developing also the institutional work in a way that will be aligned with the latest developments in this field in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, as well as also worldwide. At the same time, which is going to focus in the coming period, this statistical ecosystem, whether it is private sector, academia, individuals, families, all these stakeholders, it's quite important to take them into account and put a clear strategy for everyone in a way that the success in this strategic transformation will not be available unless all efforts are integrated, working hand in hand with all entities. It's quite important and significant point we would like to focus on in the future. Of course, we focused on this in the past, but in the future we are going to focus more and more. Well, as I've said, the future expectations that where we're going ahead, what we build an authentic, reliable, integrated statistical ecosystem based on data in the kingdom and meets the needs of the users and keep abreast of the future expectations. Actually, we have 3 main areas we are going to focus in the coming period, inshallah. First, from right to left, well, we have to go ahead in meeting the progress and the growth in statistical demands. Of course, I know that the demands are changing. We have to be ready to meet these demands continuously through providing the statistical data for international investors, for local investors, for the international community, for all the sectors we discussed. We have also to enhance the maximization of data assets in the kingdom. Once again, we say that there's a big progress in technology in the kingdom that helped us when we talked about providing all these products in the past. We built them on the progress made on statistical records that helped us in raising the quality of work that we are looking forward to go ahead and keep working the same use of statistical records, big data, and well, there's some example I would like to say every now and then that like let's say the real estate price index. It's of course we have 1 or 2, 3 products. We made the same mechanism of the real estate index. We're going to publish it very soon. As you know, this index, if I would like to remind you, in the past, well, we used to depend on single source. Well, the big change or development, we diversified the data. What took place, we have now 3 sources: Minister of Justice, Minister of Municipality, and also the Authority of Real Estate. Well, in addition to this, we used the images taken by satellite, the aerial images as an additional source, and then also the GUI, the GUAI, that actually to make sure the quality of classification used in this data, any input used in calculating this index or measuring this index, it should be the best and the best quality. We are very proud of our collaboration with all the entities and authorities I mentioned. They support us actually to reach a high level of quality in this index, which we published recently. The artificial intelligence, of course, this is the buzzword, and mainly about artificial intelligence, its use. Well, actually, that was many applications now are based on artificial intelligence. So it's very important to GASTAT to use AI in developing the classifications and also the quality of records data. Why? Because we're using many sources and raising the quality of surveys. We also would like to raise the quality and trust in statistical outputs or outcomes. I would like to focus, we have to adopt the best standards to be a leading country among the G20. And whether for this, the GASTAT, it's important in the ecosystem. We are working with our partners in the ecosystem to make sure that we have their support to adopt the best statistical standards. This strategic house, as you see, shows the vision we mentioned, which is to build a reliable, integrated statistical ecosystem based on the data in the kingdom, and also meets the needs of customers and keep abreast of the future expectations. The most important objectives, as we update the portfolio of statistical products, more than 80 products. In the coming period, we're going to make an alignment with all the private and public sector and academia to have a statistical portfolio that cover the requirements of Saudi Arabia in the coming future, let's say in 2030, and then we can draw a plan to publish and provide these data and expand our services for these and also diversification of diversity of these data sources, as well as enhancement of our partnership with other partners, and also in the kingdom and outside the kingdom. Now, it seems this is the last slide. We would like, we were keen on sharing this with you, what we are looking forward, and also the areas of interest and focus in the future. First, expansion in statistics. As I said, that to increase the number of products as per the national needs. The increase in the level of details. It is an ever-increasing requirement by many regions across the kingdom or even across the globe. They need more details. They will help, actually help the decision maker or the policy maker. It's quite related to this work. And also the increase of the regularity of these circulations. Well, the change in demand, it is true that it has a change in details. In the past, it was on an annual basis, now a quarterly basis, some of them weekly basis. That's going to be the case in the coming future to the support to have this publication. Also, we have to enhance the use of latest advanced technologies, let's say like artificial intelligence and machine learning, and this, we started the application of this on a number of projects that helps us in the digitization of many procedures and processes, and also help in developing that work and producing indicators high level quality. Then also the diversity of data resources. Why this will help in having more details, and it also will activate the exchange of records. We have also enhanced innovation in statistics. As I mentioned, there is the innovation laboratory in which it's quite important to contribute to the international standard that will help, of course, raise the efficiency and the tempo of the rate of statistical work. We are going to follow all these standards across the globe, and also we have to contribute and work. Why? Because there is a big change in the kingdom as well as in the world. And also, one of the most important fields we're going to invest in the future with the support of our colleagues in Gaston and also in the statistical ecosystem is to raise the awareness and the capacity building of all professionals working in this sector. Well, in the coming future, we're going to focus more and more about raising the awareness in statistics in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, as well as to support all the statistical capacities in the kingdom. We're going to announce in the future a number of those interested and to develop and raise the awareness of statistics, more understanding of numbers and digits. Once again, I would like to send my thanks to all the attendees. I'm very proud, actually, to what we achieved recently, and I'm looking forward more contribution. We need all the participation of all parties concerned to achieve the best results. And also to achieve all these indicators that will help you in all that you need in terms of decision making or empowerment in the coming future. Once again, I extend my thanks to all of you. I give the floor. I tried to get some questions, but actually, well, the presentation is very rich, and as one of the Gastat staff members, but as a citizen, I'm very proud of all that we have seen in this presentation, whether for the previous stage or for the expectations in the future. We would like to be part of this ecosystem in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia that contributes in enriching the statistical work. If you allow me, we have 2 minutes left. One question. You worked about the previous generations that worked in Gastat, as well as what you can say to the current generations in Gastat. What is the message you would like to convey to the coming generations who are still studying, and how we are going to contain them in the statistical work, whether through employment or let's say how they can make use of the statistical products? Well, it's an important question. But as I said, 65 years, we achieved a lot of achievements. For each generation has its own conditions, circumstances, situations. Well, thanks God, we have these advanced technologies that have not been available 10 years ago. It's important. This is an important message to me and to my colleagues at Gastat, and also the generations to come. It's important, actually, that this statistical work should go up with and should keep abreast of the development that is fast and accelerating in the kingdom. With the Vision 2030, we came to notice a big number of progress and achievements in the kingdom recently. So how to keep abreast of these changes, whether technologically, technically? Let me give you some example. If you ask me, let's say 3 years ago, about artificial intelligence, actually it was not on the table when we talked about the strategy of Gastat. let's say by 2023. We didn't talk much about AI. Now we can't actually put this aside in any topic. So we have to be very flexible to keep abreast of the latest development and technologies, and the use of the latest technologies and tools available in the kingdom will help a lot in developing the statistical work. The statistical work actually, let's say the statistical surveys, field surveys, well actually now it's a very important, strong tool that help us to get the details. It's quite impossible to have this, we'll say, in a very traditional way. But there are some tools that will help you actually develop this survey tools. Just one example of the field work with the with tablets, with these devices. This will link data with record data. At least you can get direct contact with the families before. I guess this is the main message I would like to convey and guide us to generation to come. Dr. Fahd Abdul-Sareed, the chairman of GASTAT, on behalf of my colleagues and on your behalf, I would like to send our thanks to His Excellency the Minister of Economy and Planning, who inaugurated this workshop. It's going to be repeated actually through this year. Once again, we express our thanks for this valuable presentation that brings us in the know, we and the audience inside the kingdom and outside the kingdom, about the statistical work in the kingdom now and in the future. One more time, thank you. Thank you for your attendance, for your response and your interaction with this quarterly workshop. That's going to be a big step forward for the statistical work. Once again, thank you. Thank you.